And joining me this morning from the Lakota Ojibwe University is James White Jr. And we're going to be talking about some of the events that are coming up. Actually, today is an event that's starting. And what else is happening out at the U? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mark. Um,
Um, what's happening today? I had one thing on the calendar that I noticed was uh, November 2nd.
so the student organization fair is today. It's 10 to 2 in the auditorium. We've got a lot of our groups on campus. I'm excited because I'm representing not only the student ambassadors who help represent the university public, but also Game Club. We've got virtual
Oh,
reality headsets set up. We're going to do Beat Saber. We're going to challenge each other up on the big projector. We've got some other games to hang out and to,
yeah.
yeah,
So this is more or less just an opportunity for the student organizations to show off what they're doing and how people can get connected.
exactly. So that's for our on campus. Well, it's for all of our students.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. And then what else is coming up here? I think I had one about spring enrollment. It's we barely get into fall, and we're a couple weeks into the fall semester. But admissions and recruiting is already looking at spring, and what do we have for the spring?
Yeah, so spring registration opened up a few days ago on October 30th. Uh, the new application will be due on the 21st of December. So that's if you're a brand new student, if you've been outside of the university, if you haven't taken classes within a year, then you would need to do another application. And then
Okay.
the registration for spring will end on the 5th of January. The classes would begin another week after that. 2
Yeah,
weeks after that, sorry.
yeah. I know a lot of people who are considering either going back to school or studying it for the first time are a little concerned about the finances. How does the university help potential students with the funding process, and how does that work?
So I love the word plethora. I always use the word plethora when we talk about our financial aid.
Yeah,
But there's lots of opportunities for our students to go after grants and scholarships.
yeah,
Uh, we are proud of the fact that we train our students how to actively go after these funds for their education.
hmm,
Uh, when I do tell people that it would be more cost effective for you to get, your general eds out of the way with us and then go on to, say, a bigger institution or a private institution.
sure,
I myself saved about $42,000 a year by going to Lakota Ojibwe University
yeah.
first. Yep.
Yeah, I know when I was an advisor to university students, I would tell them, go to the smaller community, either community colleges or the smaller universities,
Right.
because again, the funding is so much easier. And again, with what's happening at LCO University, it's amazing how well connected the finance department is and getting that funding resources for students. I just tell them, don't worry about it. The school will help you. And again, there's any number of grants and funding opportunities that will really help take the burden off of a new student.
Right, yeah, we have loads of them. And then we also pride ourselves on being a community resource. Not only are these opportunities open to our students, but any of our community members can go and look on our scholarships page
Yeah.
and find opportunities that they can take with them when they move on to another community as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's very, very helpful. Wow. I love that. It's a very cool thing.
Sure.
Um, Let's see, what was the next thing? Oh, the let's go with the Feast of Thanksgiving coming up
The
here.
Feast of Thanksgiving is one of the events on campus that really connects our heart and soul to the community. We do a feast every year to thank and give back to the elders.
Mhm.
We put on a big feast for them, and then we honor them with a lot of gifts. And I know they're very appreciative, not only of the feast, but the efforts and the backbone that our university is, and we reciprocate that back because they do so much for our students and the community.
Yeah. Yeah, I've participated in the past couple years of the Feast of Thanksgiving, and it is a feast. I'm just amazed. There's no shortage of food
No.
whatsoever, and the gifts are. It's not these little trinket things. They're very well thought out gifts that are usable by the elder community and guests that are distinguished there. So it's really a great opportunity for the elders to be recognized and for the school to be a part of that, because the elders are a very important part of the college life.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
some of the elders are actually taking classes, but some are there just for moral support and encouragement to students, and they're part of the volunteer groups that help out there. It's been really cool to see how the college and of course the community shows respect to the elders.
Right, and for decades, they've raised money on their own behalf
Oh
to
yeah,
fund their own scholarship for our students, so they're right in there
yeah.
helping us out as
I
much as they
know
can.
Kubi's raises money to help with some of the expenses in transportation and other student, expenses, and that's a very good thing. And again, Kubi's is run by the elders here in the community.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. And then what's the last thing we got here on the agenda?
I wanna say it's the Niganazuwen,
Yes.
alumni event, so Jason
I'm
Schlender is
glad you
coming on
said it
campus.
because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my Ojibwe is good, but it's
Mhm.
still not that good. Anyways,
I'd
go
have to
ahead.
relate with you on that same level.
Anyways, yeah, Mr. Slender is coming up.
Yeah, so he's now the executive administrator over at Glyphwick, the Great Lakes Fish and Wildlife Commission. He's going to come on campus and speak to his experiences, where he's at now, how he got to where he is, and connect with our alumni. We have a few really fun and interactive alumni experiences on our campus, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, Jason was worked at the U, and I believe he was a student there
Yep.
at a time. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see alumni again come back, encourage new students and existing students that it can come full circle. And it's a great example of how his education at the U really helped put him where he's at in job placement.
Right.
So, wow. And what are we were talking before we went on the air about your position and some of the things that you're doing now that you are back at the school. Talk a little bit about what you're up to.
Sure. So I now have a partner in crime, Clarissa Brissette. I want to say it's the first time ever we've had two recruiters. So we're really pushing towards the future and getting out there, being active in our communities. Clarissa and I and a few others on our campus have been going door to door in all of the communities that we serve, getting chased by dogs, telling people about their opportunities in their future. We've been out hitting the career fairs, getting into
So
schools.
you're actually going door to door.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
actually go door to door. It can be a little scary at times, but when you're so passionate and you believe in the cause, you know that
yeah,
it's all worth it to see that person either walk across the stage or just get that glimmer in their eye that, you help them get to where they wanna be.
sure. And you've been to, like you said, community career fairs.
Right.
Have you been out to the area high schools and
Yeah, we've been out to the high schools. We're starting to get branch out a little farther and farther as we're, expanding our horizons.
yeah,
Yeah, we've been in the cities. Clarissa's out at Kalahari now at a big counselor
okay.
convention thing. Yeah, we're all over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta be, because I know there are, medical nursing students that, for a time were coming up out of Minneapolis, students coming out of, Duluth and, Superior, and of course, you have the, outreach, sites
Mhm.
that you have students at as well, so not everybody has to come to the main campus
Right.
to attend classes
Right.
at the U.
Yep. And our professors are flexible too. We are still Zoom capable if you say live in Madison or you're going to be on vacation or something, you can still attend our classes via the Zoom app on your computer, on your phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's really up to the professor to say, hey, you can attend this class
Yeah.
through online.
And I know if students have issues with internet, getting good high-speed internet or affording it, the university can help out with some of those expenses as well.
Right, yeah, we don't just only have financial aid or grants to cover that part of your expenses. We also have tons of resources, available to our students, whether you're having issues with your car breaking down,
Yeah.
if you can't afford gas to come in every time or for your labs. We've got we've got a huge, massive book of just, community resources out there as well. We can help you, go after as not only just our grants and
Yeah,
scholarships. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of community support. Wow. Well, James, thank you for coming in and updating our listeners and me. I didn't realize some of the activities that were going on there. So I'll definitely put the Thanksgiving feast on my calendar. We'll see you there for that. Thank you
Alright,
very much, James.
thanks for having me.
All right. Take care. James White with the Lakota Ojibwe University here on WOJB.